It's time to dig in your heels and think about the future.
Speaking of the future, stay tuned to see what we have going on this week.
Swigert, it's Tuesday, January 20, 2015. I'm Julian.
And I'm Chucho with your administrative announcements.
First up, we have today's Mars behavior.
Remember, MARS is an acronym which stands for
Motivation,
accountability,
respect,
and safety.
We'll kick of the Mars reminders with accountability.
With the year passing by quickly, we all need to be certain that we toe the line.
That simply means that we all do what we need to do when it needs to be done.
Otherwise, we might end up in Saturday school.
And possibly even summer school.
And if that doesn't work for you, you could always find yourself repeating the same grade.
Embarrassing. So just do whatever you need to do.
Next on the checklist is uniforms.
It's simple, folks. Just wear the correct things.
In other words, navy blue, black, white, and khaki.
And wear the correct style.
Zipper hoodies, polo shirts, and slacks, not leggings or jeans.
And if you wear something that is out of uniform, put it in your locker.
Unless it's 40 degrees or below.
But then you can only wear that between classes.
Once you're in class, out of uniform stuff comes off.
If you're always cold, then wear things that are in uniform.
And now a word from our counseling team.
Do not ask for schedule changes. Not liking a class is not a valid reason to change.
If you do have a valid reason for a change, do not ask to talk to a counselor.
Rather, write down your concern and leave that with the front office.
Speaking of going to the office, quit asking to go for an ice pack.
Ice packs will not cure those owls, you.
When it comes to little bumps and scratches, suck it up, buttercups.
Next up, don't forget that headphones and earbuds are not allowed.
Neither are any electronic devices except for what is assigned to you by the school.
As far as food, gum, and candy go,
knock it off. It's a district policy. You get it? You get to eat in the classroom for breakfast and cafeteria for lunch.
Finally, remember to keep our campus beautiful. Mr. Scott and his team work hard to keep it clean.
Don't change the channel. We have more on the way.
School announcements are up next.
I'm Joshua Doherty.
And I'm Khalil with the morning announcements.
To get us started, we'd like to share one of the special holidays that falls on today.
Every day has multiple things to celebrate.
And today, feel free to celebrate National Squirrel Appreciation Day.
Squirrel Appreciation Day is an opportunity to join and appreciate your tree climbing, nut gathering, neighborhood squirrels.
It's held in midwinter when food sources are scarce for squirrels and other wildlife.
Sure, squirrels spend all fall gathering and squirreling away food.
But their supplies may not be enough.
And the variety of food is limited.
So give them an extra special treat today to supplement their winter diets.
In school news, we have a reminder to bring in box tops since each one is actually worth money that the PTA will turn around and spend on us.
So be sure to support yourself by supporting the school. Go Titans.
Last Friday, we had a really great assembly to recognize several students.
Speaking of students getting recognized, be certain to keep your ears open for which ones it was. We will be nominated for the Colorado Youth Corps Association.
CYCA winners attend an award ceremony and an ice cream social and have the opportunity to win cash prizes.
This will also be a great opportunity for the CYCA nominees to begin working on their resumes, college applications.
Speaking of things that will look good on your college application,
be sure to get in on the peer mentor program.
JSAA is partnering with Hunt Elementary in a dinner and buddy reading program.
That will run Mondays to Thursdays right here.
Don't you want to have your own little elementary school kid to nurse and help?
Sounds good. In the meantime, we have a heads up for 8th graders on Thursday, January 22nd.
Our feeder high schools will be here to help you register for whatever high school you will be attending.
And speaking of high school, we have a few dates open house events.
You can visit all these and shop for the high school of their preference.
Our WWAC is Wasson campus, which houses many alternative programs. Some really good programs. Traditional high school doesn't fit for every student.
The counselors will be making a small flyer with these dates to give 8th grade students to help remind you to attend at least one of these open house nights.
Open house dates run from 6 to 8 and include January 14th, Coronado.
January 15th, RJWAC. January 20th, Mitchell. January 21st, Doherty. And January 22nd, Palmer.
Finally, we would like to remind you to not miss out on your memories for the year.
Be sure to pre-order your yearbook. After all, the number of extras are usually limited.
That's it for your daily announcements. This has been Joshua Doherty.
And I'm Khalil Hamilton. Stay tuned. Clubs events are next.
Max.
And I'm Wyatt with the clubs and events.
We like to kick things off with a little sentiment that we call this day in history.
Just over 70 years ago, the Germans began Operation Steenblock.
This was a late Second World War left with a nighttime strategic bombing campaign against southern England that took place from January to May 1944.
It was the last strategic air offense by the German bomber arm during the conflict.
Now on to the actual point of this segment.
From now up past spring break, the weather can be unpredictable.
That being in case of it snowing, extra cold, or icy. Check with your club sponsor.
When the weather is nasty, it is likely that everyone will just want to get home after school.
As far as we know, there's nothing going on Mondays.
However, on Tuesdays, feel free to join pre-engineering with Mr. Anderson in room 121.
And on Wednesdays, you have two options.
There's video lab with Duffy in Studio 42.
Or environmental club with Mrs. Bones in room 120.
On Thursdays, orchestra kids pluck strings with Mrs. Bowen in room 512.
And when announced, Fridays have National Junior Honor Society meeting with Miss Kimberly in room 144.
Battle of the Books happens when it happens. Just listen for the times.
Which we will share with you when we find out.
All clubs run from around 4:10 up until 5:30.
At 5:30, you will have the option having dinner here at school, then catch the activity bus.
As far as events go, rumor has it that there will be a dance next month.
Keep in mind that it's possible that you may not be allowed to go if you have a history of poor behavior.
That's all we have for now. This has been Wyatt
and Max. Stay tuned for sports.
It's time to tighten up with sports. I'm Damien.
And I'm Christian. First up, we have a line on Swigert Aerospace.
Boys basketball has begun. Practice is going strong.
Practice runs from 3 until 6, Monday through Friday with Coach KK.
The first game goes down on our home turf tomorrow at 4:30 against the Galileo Bulldogs.
And intramurals are starting back up tomorrow with indoor soccer.
Tomorrow morning, Coach Field will hold arena football.
And on Friday, we see the return of battle ball.
All events run from 7:15 to 7:50, and you must remember to be on time and remain on your best behavior.
On the D11 front, our district is once again joining forces with CRISP in order to provide middle school
students with the opportunity to play soccer.
That happens on Monday nights from 5:30 to 7 at Wasson Gym.
And just as a heads up, on March 7th, KISP will hold its futsal-friendly soccer tournament.
In national sports, thanks to Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts, NFL fans will have a different Super Bowl than last season.
The NFL tends to update and change the rules every year.
Because of this, Seattle Seahawks running back Marshawn Lynch had to give up on wearing his gold cleats for the team's NFC Championship game against the Green Bay Packers.
However, that would be violating the league uniform code, and he was told that he would not be allowed to play until he was in compliance.
In international sports, the Premier League began a program in London in 2006 called the Premier League Kicks program. The program has reached more than 100,000 young people nationally and focuses on inner-city London boroughs. That's it for today.
That's it for now.
Except the joke of the day.
Where do cows go on dates?
I didn't know that cows go on dates.
Just go with it.
Where do cows go on dates?
Movies.
I refuse to acknowledge that. This has been Damien.
And Christian. And before we go, would everyone please rise for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice